I do. Going to talk about Impact Wrestling, which I'm a big Impact fan. Like I always say, I'm a huge Impact fan in terms of just being a wrestling fan in general. I support all wrestling companies. Going to pretty much get back into doing ROH reviews, especially in the upcoming year and with Final Battle happening. Going to get back to doing weekly Ring of Honor stuff. But Impact, it look from a true fan of Impact Wrestling, it has dipped not in quality, but well, yeah, in quality. It has dipped in terms of, how can I say this? It has dipped in terms of excitement. It like I watched this whole entire Impact, and I was like, usually with some Impacts, I would just like, yeah, that was cool and everything like that. This one, again, it's like probably like the third week in a row that I didn't feel moved, and like this one was particularly like interesting because most time the main event would like save the entire show, but with this one, the main event was just I don't know, maybe it's just they need to find their footing after the whole thing with GFW, like leaving the Jeff Jarrett situation, and like all the pieces need to get everything into smoothly sailing. Maybe 2018 will right the wrongs. They won't have any bumps in order to get their grand vision going. But yeah, the later half of Impact, like this quarter right here, it has not been too exciting ever since it got out of Bound for Glory. There hasn't been one good show that I could just really tell people, hey, you need to tune into this show, and this is some good wrestling. This is some edge of the seat wrestling. This is some good action. But before I get into Impact, I'm gonna talk about the Rich Swann stuff because hell, everybody's talking about it. I mean, what the fuck, Rich Swann? Like, domestic violence on the internet is funny in terms of, hey, somebody got beat up, and it's dark humor, but in reality, yeah, it's not good. And the whole details of the case is, he's arguing with his girlfriend about her doing something in a wrestling match. Like, honestly, really, Rich? Like, you're arguing with your girlfriend or wife or whatever over something she did in a indie match. Like, okay, I don't get that. Maybe you're like trying to get her in the WWE, but you're a low man on the totem pole. You're on 205 Live, like the joke of WWE, basically. Like, I hope it wasn't about that. Like, was he stealing one of your moves? Which Su Yung, she does a whole. I haven't seen Su Young's character on the indie. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it, if that makes sense. So it's obviously not her stealing one of your moves. And I just, like always, looking back on it, I think Rich want to be like, damn, I might have fucked my career up. Obviously, he's going to get work somewhere else if he gets released. He's been suspended. People are like, oh, he'll get hired by 10. He'll get hired by anything. Like these kind of cases, they affect you for a while as far as a wrestler, but you'll always find work because talent outweighs public perception. And by the way, people forget. Let's not forget the thing that happened in Stardom about I forgot the girl's name, but she beat up. Damn, I forgot the other girl's name. I was a big fan of her too. Damn, I forgot her name, but she doesn't wrestle anymore. But remember when she beat her up and her nose and face was all bloody and like broke her nose and her jaw? Yeah, that girl got jaw. The girl who beat her up, literally, she's back wrestling, and everything like that. So bad on Rich Swann. It's a definitely hit to 205 Live because he was probably going to face Enzo and take the belt off. Now, who they put in Enzo's place. I mean, not Enzo's place, but Rich's place. Cedric. Look, I like Cedric, but he has no personality. Like, he's a black, I want to say Roger Strong, but they're on the same level because Roger's. You think of any really good wrestler who can't talk and you don't really want to put them on the mic. that is basically Cedric. At least Swan had some kind of personality and a character, as little as it was. But yeah, a huge hit for 205 Live. Also, might as well get this out of the way. 2 drink reviews. I got Mountain Dew Tropical Smash and Mountain Dew Artic Blast. They're part of the Game Fuel line. I guess this was supposed to be part of like the Xbox One shit. And it came out I think it came out this fall or summer. And okay, I guess whatever. Okay, you gotta call this number, go to every 60 seconds, blase swaze. So I'll probably do that later on, but whatever. I'm gonna try the Tropical Smash first. There's a dew that I've smelled that smells like this. I forgot which one it was. Anyway, I'm gonna take a taste of it. That's slight Mountain Dew taste with sort of like a mango-ish taste. It's oh no, it's okay. So Artic Blast, try this one. Okay. Artic Blast, you think it would be like that blue kind of that vault. It would be like Vultures because the color. It really tastes like nothing. Like that's the best description of it. Like it's nothing. That's basically like I'm drinking nothing. It has no like I don't know what flavor it's supposed to be, but it's so strong that it's blocking out the Mountain Dew taste, and they counteract each other, so it comes together, and that's what it comes into. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Tropical Mountain Dew, Tropical Smash, better than the other one. Whatever. Oh yeah. Well, I guess we'll get into Impact Wrestling. I don't know where to start. Like, obviously, we had the triple threat match between the women. You had Rosemary versus Allie versus Sienna. Decent match. Rosemary ends up getting the win with the red wedding on Allie. So it's gonna be Allie versus Laura Van Ness. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you read the stuff, you know what's gonna happen, and you know who's appearing and all that. So, you know, I'm interested to see where it goes in the next year. Then you have OVE come out and they're, dissing on Canada again. Oh, Canada bullshit outcome. TDT, like I'm not gonna call them indie smucks or like local jobbers, because they seem to have a really huge like fan base in the Impact Zone. So these guys are obviously known, just not to a worldwide audience. So they have some kind of following. They look pretty good. They had a good look. I would like to see them in Impact. I mean, especially since they're there. Why not, have something like OVE versus TDT, give these guys some kind of shot, whatever. So eventually, OVE gets the advantage. They start beating up on TDT, and they're about to hit their. It's cool, like their finishing move, all seeing eye. Is and like the way Sammy Callahan was gonna set up, he was going to have the guy get like probably impaled on he had set up 2 chairs, and he had the third chair like legs up, so like when he came down, it would like hit him in the chest, or whatever. So like an impalement. I don't know if it's like that all seeing eye is cool, or just like so convoluted is stupid, because it's okay. it's a cutter, but it's a cutter where you have to lift the opponent up doomsday style, and you have to put your other guy on top of your shoulders, and you have to balance it out. And it's cool looking, but then again, like, why can't we just get Dave Chris's running off the top rope cutter? Like, I know that's what it's supposed to be, but it's in the tag team form. I don't know. Like, I'm really torn on that finisher. Like, first time I saw it, like, man, that shit's cool, but the more I see it, and like, the more it takes some time to set up, it's just like, wow, yeah. And then like LAX come out for the segment. It's really weird that LAX turned face just because they're in Canada, and like with really no effort, and they're still like really the same people. Like that's the whole thing. Like OVE's trying to really so hard to be heels, and LAX really hasn't changed. They're still on the Latino power thing, and it's just like they're not really faces. They're still heel. They're still like heel versus heel. It feels that way. By the way, what's up, video game lover? Sorry about getting to you. And then like after that, like they beat up OVE, and then Conan, he like grabs the kendo stick and he's finna hit Sami Callihan. He misses, and that's like a poor word to say. He like, I don't know if he tried to like throw the kendo stick at Sami, but Sami like gets pulled out by the other OVE members, and like the kendo stick goes like bounce off the ropes, and like so like slingshots into like the crowd and hit somebody in the face. I'm not even joking about that. Oh, what's up, Andre Corbell? Just chilling, man. Trying to talk about some Impact and hoping for a better future in 2018 with Impact Wrestling and wrestling in general. But how's it going with you, bro? Oh yeah. So after all that whole intense, you got Sami Callihan spinning on LAX members for like the 5th time or whatever. Like they cut to LAX, and LAX is like, "Oh yeah, you saw what we did, those guys." Blah blah blah. And then Cohen's like, "Yeah, I'm now have a sit down with Sami Callihan next week." What? Like, I think this is past a sit down. Like, I know where you guys gonna sit down. It's on low, but is it really low battery? Fucking, I gotta get it. I gotta make this quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it on some. I got it on there. So now they're gonna have a sit down. It's just like that's awkward. Like all this animosity, all this stuff, and now you two are gonna have a sit down. I don't think that's the right thing to do. But I thought my thing was going off a lot. But yeah, they're gonna have that. And let me see what else. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, Matt Sydal. This name lagging out on me or whatever. Huh. I don't know if it's frozen. Whatever. I'm just gonna stand still while it does whatever it does. Huh. Oh boy. Fucking A, man. Hold this shit. Thanks, like, I don't know, like, if it's still on, because I'm like frozen on the screen. Yep, I'm frozen. But can you still hear like the voice and everything? Maybe if I flip it around. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm probably just gonna have to hold because I had in like the holder or whatever, and I guess it wasn't giving me any juice and it was about to die. So yeah, they had Matt Sydal versus EC3, and good match, you know, under the rules or whatever. And I get it. You know, you had 2 judges. I don't know why Falaba was on. Like, it's just so weird. Like, why would a wrestler who just wrestled for the exact title be a judge? Like, even though he's important, he's a good. Why would you put a guy like that on the judging panel? It's like it makes